Hello, everybody. I am joined by Adam Friedman, who is incredibly back-to-back winner of bracelets here in the 10K Dealer's Choice. First of all, this is such an incredible accomplishment. This is so incredible and shows just what a versatile player you are. Did you feel like it would be possible to ship this again?
I mean, obviously, you can never count on this. I stuck to my basic strategy, which I'm doing with this tournament for day one and day two. Got fairly decent table draws in order to execute what I wanted early on. But in terms of actually winning it, I basically forced myself not to think that until we got down to about 8, 9, 10 players. Even though I had the chip lead going into day three, I just tried not getting too overly excited and thinking I'm going to do this because obviously things can change so quickly. You can be chip leader 11, go out in ninth, just as easily. I just thought if I played my best, I kept trying to find weaknesses, which some people, Shaun Deeb and like Mac Lance, and especially Nick Schulman, who was at the final table earlier. Nick Schulman might be arguably the best player I played with all tournament. Some speakers just don't have weaknesses, so sometimes you do have to stick to your best games, which isn't always necessarily my strategy, but I'm just fortunate everything worked out and hit a couple key hands against Shaun heads up.
Well, that's something I was going to ask you about. It seemed like Shaun, a few of the players were choosing more of the big bet games, that you were choosing some of the other ones. Is that your strategy? Do you feel like you're stronger or not as strong in the big bet games?
I'm very comfortable playing big. I've made a ton of improvement in no limit hold'em in the last couple of years. If we had to play all no limit, all right, I'm game to go. I mean, Shaun figures to be a better player than me. It's a much smaller margin than I believe he thinks it is, if I were to guess. But overall, he's an incredible poker player. Like I said, he's obviously better than no limit hold'em. But I'm just trying to pick games. I want to mix it up. I haven't played a ton of cash with Shaun. I mean, we played heads up in my best game 4 years ago in the 1500 stud, and he just made we kept making hand over hand, and he just won every spot. So even when you're playing your best game, it doesn't always work out your way. So I wanted to mix it up with the split pot draw games, a lot of the draw games, which I've put a ton of work in over the last few years. And I just kept making, on the whole, I kept making a few more better hands in certain spots. But in terms of big bet, sometimes I'll play big bet when the situation's right. I pick Big O a ton. I've played a lot of Big O in the last 2 years out west in LA. But when the situation's right, I'm liable to, of the 20 games, I'm easily liable to call 10 to 14 of the games easily when the situation calls for it.
Well, when I spoke to Shaun this morning, he said that he thought that maybe you wanted to end last night so that you could study up on some of the games that he was calling. Is there any truth to that?
Not at all. No. I'm a very big believer in the rules need to be followed. If one person objected, I didn't care who it was. I didn't care if it was Michael. I didn't care if it was Shaun or the other two gentlemen at the final table. If one person objected, I didn't care who it was. I was siding with that person. I don't believe anybody should get favoritism. I'd rather not go on a rant. This could be a different story. There are a lot of people I would absolutely call out in the poker world, much more so than anybody that was at this final table. But again, I'm going to try to show a little bit of discretion for once in my life.
Well, that's a huge respect for that, actually. And so speaking, though, of these sort of controversial things, the things that everybody has opinions on, in the 25K fantasy draft, obviously there's been all kinds of hullabaloo about that. And I was just wondering, do you have yourself? I know you were one of the first picks. Are you on your own team in the draft?
I got drafted on my own team for $2. It was an absolute insult as far as I'm concerned. I decided I was going to play about 7, 8 more tournaments as a result of it. Almost just to spite people. I can find a lot of motivation in a lot of things in life. Anger is one of them, which I have no problems admitting at all. I thrive on anger and people doubting me.
So many people said you were a favorite before the draft even started, so that's incredible to me.
I mean, if people want to keep doubting me, they can draft me for $2 again next year. And if I'm on my own team, I'm going to go a lot more. If anybody else drafts me, I could always just go to Bellagio for the month.
I mean, I'm telling you, take that, you guys. Well, it's a huge congratulations. And just before I let you go, can we talk a little bit about what we can expect to see you in the rest of the summer? I heard there's like many bracelets more in your future.
Well, my best event is just started today, the 10K stud. I'm going to join in a few hours from now. I just want to hang out with my parents for a little bit. I told my mom the next time I want a bracelet, I'd make sure it would be when she was in town. She made me promise her that I'd do that. So, it didn't have to be this year, but if it was this year and she wasn't in town, I couldn't win it then. So
shout out to Mom.
So,
thank you guys so much.
Yeah. So the 10K stud, I'm I'm a favorite to play the 50K 8 game this year, and beyond that, I mean, I'll see what happens. I'm not committed to doing anything, and we'll find out. I'll just go as the days go.
We will for sure be watching you, of course. And again, I can't tell you congratulations enough. This is really an incredible achievement. Thank you guys so much. You guys are with us here on PokerNews.com.